Next is scatter diagram. The scatter diagram graph pairs of numerical data with one variable on each axis to look up for a relationship between them. If the variables are correlated, the point will fall along a line or a curve. The better the correlation, the tighter the points will hug the line. So when to use? When trying to determine whether the two variables are related or not. So it is a scatter plot. It gives an uh, relation by plotting the graphs in x and y axis. If there is a pattern, it will create a straight line, and we can say there is a relation between those two with the R square value that we are going to see in the coming slides. So here there is a different types of scatter diagram. This we can say strong positive correlation. This is weak positive correlation. This is strong negative correlation and weak negative correlation. This is moderate negative correlation, and there is no correlation. It is scattered. This is a type of scatter plot. Root cause verification matrix. To note down the possible potential causes in the matrix form. So based on the analysis that we've done using fishbone diagram on all the tools, we're going to list down the possible root cause and method of verification, reason for verification method, verified, and we're going to say okay or not okay. So this is a verification matrix. The root cause should be repeatable, then only it is a valid thing. So we use such formats to verify the root cause. Next, we are going to see graphical analysis. The first one will be Pareto chart. We can use Pareto chart to see visually the 20% contributor box plot, to see the variation graphically, and for conclusion. Example of box plot. Trials taken in 3 different machines for diameter 4 plus or minus 1 turning operation. So what they have done, they have taken one diameter and it is a common, and they have collected the data in 3 machines. In 3 machines, the same particular part is running. Now this is a set of data that is given in all the 3 machines. Now how we are going to conclude? We can plot box plot and conclude. After plotting the box plot, we conclude that machine 1 is giving lesser variation and it is within the spec, and also it is near to the mean. When you come to the machine 2, it is producing okay as well as the not okay, as well as some are outliers here. So this is it is a spec 3 to 5 mm. If you coming to machine 3, it is producing okay as well as out of spec, and there are outliers also. So box plot is one of the wonderful tool to see visually the variation. Conclusion. In the above box plot experiment, we can conclude that machine 1 is performing better for the dimension 4 plus or minus 1 mm. So next is statistical analysis. We are going to see hypothesis testing. It is a conclusion that we draw based on the sample data analysis that we do. Hypothesis is nothing but based on sample you are given a conclusion. That statement we are going to say whether it is true or false by null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Then statistically we calculate the p-value. P-value is a probability estimate that tells how likely a conclusion is drawn and sample data will be incorrect. That we are going to do. Then analysis tollgate checklist. We can have list of items that has to be completed in the analyze phase. So in the analyze phase, one all things to be completed, you make a checklist and say okay. So next we'll go for improve phase. In improve phase, we are going to see solution selection matrix. In solution selection matrix, what we'll do, we will validate the possible solution implemented in the shop floor and measure the benefits, whether as per our prediction the benefit has come or not. An example of solution selection matrix is pictured below. Here we'll write the problem statement. Here validated root cause we are going to write, that potential solutions that we are given, then practical methods, then effectiveness, feasibilities, cost benefit overall, and whether if these things are not okay, what is the action we're going to take. By having a simple chart, we're going to close the solution selection matrix in the improve phase. So coming to the control phase, we're going to revise the FMEA, update the control plans, update the work instructions, and we give train to the concerned user who is responsible in producing those products. So in next, we are going to see for the unit 4 practical analysis tools.